Amber at least said that she had a halfway decent reason for not liking Sloppy Joes. She said that when she was younger, a friend during a sleepover, they were having Sloppy Joes for dinner, and a friend at a sleepover vomited her Sloppy Joes onto Amber's leg. And in that regard, Amber has not cared for Sloppy Joes ever since, and that makes total sense. That I can forgive, Zoogie. That's what I'm saying. That is a demonstrable reason why she should not be forced to eat Sloppy Joes. But my kids, I don't know. They got no good reason. No good reason that I can think of. I disliked manwich, and for a long time I thought that meant I hated Sloppy Joes. That's fair. My mom used to make manwich, and I remember it always having kind of a weird aftertaste. But I've made Sloppy Joes from scratch, and they're really, like, the sauce that I make from scratch is really good. And I mince the vegetables that go into it so fine, like the carrots and the onion and whatever. I mince it so fine that it's basically brunoise, and it essentially disappears into the sauce. What the heck is a manwich? It's a brand of Sloppy Joe's sauce. And I always remember, like, when my mom would cook it, I always felt like the hamburger had a weird, like, it would make the hamburger kind of have a weird grit to it. And I always thought it had, like, an aggressively sweet aftertaste that I was not a huge fan of. But I have made my own Sloppy Joes since then, and they are a little bit sweet, and a little bit salty, and a little bit savory. It doesn't quite taste like ketchup in hamburger meat, but it lives in the same neighborhood. And if you put it on a butter toasted bun, I could knock down 6 of them. But nobody else in my family wants to eat Sloppy Joes, and it makes me sad. Yeah, Sycon, I would cook for people in chat if they lived near me just to hear them tell me my food is good. I fucking love Sloppy Joes. No, I mean, I love, it turns out I like good Sloppy Joes, you know? I'm gonna go hovel. There's a dig site in here. We've already done that. What happens if we turn a brazier off? Nothing now. Okay. My mom would say she cooked from scratch, but it'd be cooking the ground beef and adding the sauce from a can. I mean, you know, my mom was always pretty straightforward. She's said time and time again that she did not have anyone to teach her how to cook. So she was winging it, and sometimes it was recipes that she'd come across, and sometimes it was just what was on the back of the package, and sometimes it was just shit from a can. For example, this one I remember, and for the longest time I thought I didn't like these things. There it is. There it is, you nasty fucker. there it is, you nasty bastard. Anybody want to take a guess? I know we were talking about Sloppy Joes. I will tell you, it is nowhere in the same ballpark as Sloppy Joes. It is completely different ethnicity of instant food. My kids don't fuck with Salisbury steaks either, Pustulant, and I make Salisbury steaks from scratch. I basically have spent a lot of time perfecting all of my favorite TV dinners from when I was a kid and making them into decent, respectable, actual dinners. Not the Hormel tamales. We've talked about that plenty enough. There it is, Matt. You got it. Every once in a blue moon, my mom would say, hey, we're having Chinese for dinner. And I would think that that meant that she had ordered Chinese from a nearby restaurant. What it actually meant was that she had ordered, or she had picked up a can of La Choy. And La Choy looks very much like that. It is this weird canned gloop that comes out, and it's mostly water chestnuts and bamboo shoots and smushed peppers with little bits of processed chicken or beef. And then it comes with a little tin of sesame noodles that are fried that you're supposed to sprinkle on top. And sometimes, like, you know, unapologetically, some days mom was working 3 jobs and she'd walk in and plop that shit in a can and just be like, this is dinner, eat it or don't. And she'd bounce out. Yeah, Rusty, that's actually kind of a disturbingly accurate way to put it, is that La Choy always tasted like somebody had, like, eaten decent Chinese food and did a shooter with the sweet and sour sauce that came with it, and the whole process had really put them out, so they yorked it up onto their feet or onto a plate, and you're like, oh, you ate regular chow mein and turned it into La Choy. That slap, though, it was, honestly, Lisa, I would have 2 or 3 different helpings. I'm gonna take this with me, because who knows. I would have 2 or 3 helpings of it, because I'd be hungry. So, like, I ate it. But I had no misgivings about it being good. I ate entire cans of those Hormel canned tamales. Would you say, Lisa, as somebody of Hispanic heritage, would you say that Hormel's canned tamales slap? I ate the hell out of them. Drizzled them in ketchup. Tamales and ketchup, just like the Mexicans intended. I would rather die, yeah, in ketchup. I shit you not. I swear to God, this is not what the rest of the stream's gonna be. We're gonna get through this run, but... Oh, that is wishful fucking thinking, Hormel. That's more like it. There we go. You see that? That's all coagulated fat. Once you put that in the microwave, that melts and turns into that glisten that you see there. But before you microwave it, that's coagulated fat. So once you microwave it, that glistens, and you peel off the corn husks, and by itself, it's a little stodgy. So you hit it with some salt and you hit it with some pepper, and if you're my mom, you make it look like that. But since we don't have enchilada sauce or anything like that at our house because we were super white, this would be ketchup. My mom would just slather these fucking things in ketchup and then just hit them with black pepper. I'm not seeing a lot of honest photos. There's the top of the can. There you go. There you go. Okay, that's a pretty honest representation of it. It looks digested. It looks like it's already been inside your intestine. Oh, this fucking monster. Look at him. Ooh. Some things we don't do in the sunlight, my friend. Some things we don't do in the sunlight. So anyway, I put those Hormel tamales in the same category as La Choy. Did you see it too? Yeah, the shit on his fingers? Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. Barehanded them bitches cold. He's just in there raw dogging it with nothing on his fingies, just going to town and hoping for the best. Oh. That's a brave man. Barehanding them bitches cold. Woo. So anyway, I put La Choy in the same category as that. I can eat that. Shit, I can even, with enough soy sauce on La Choy, I can damn near make it palatable. That doesn't make it good. Yeah, Nate pointed out I have not been going to the observatory very often. Let's rectify that situation right now. What's in here? Let's see if this helps us out at all. Apples are extra good today. We get 3 extra steps. And we get a gem. Not bad. Considering the fact that gems are useless today, so I guess we really are hoping for the freezer. Breakfast Nook. I did. I got the dead end that one time, and I was just like, well, fuck this forever. Fuck this forever. Confession time, I've never eaten tamales. You should. You too, Psycon. You gotta find a place that does them well. Find a place that does tamales. Fucking, I swore to God this was not gonna become our stream, but here we are. God, I'm picturing one that's done well. And if it's done well, you've got a corn husk wrapper. Yeah. And then on the inside, you've got masa. And on the inside of masa, these are like the ones that Cletus sent me from Austin from his family's restaurant. Them little shits were some of the best tamales I've ever had in my life because they were filled with a sweet and smoky barbecue brisket. They were barbecue brisket tamales, and they were dynamite. So when you get into this layer, it's going to be a little bit gritty from the masa, from the corn. It's going to be a little bit gritty, but it's going to kind of smush with a very pleasant mouthfeel and texture. So it kind of like, it's gritty in texture, but it gives very easily. And then you hit whatever the protein is on the inside, if there even is a protein. Sometimes it's just the masa through and through. And those are more like desserts. If it's really good sweet masa, I eat these as desserts sometimes. It just tastes like super sweet corn. But otherwise, it can be pork and red sauce. It can be chicken and green sauce. You can put whatever you want in there. You can put cheese in there. You can put beans in there. And I have a tendency whenever I eat tamales to just slather it in salsa or pico or something like that. Or hot sauce. I just put a shitload of hot sauce on it. And if I'm going to a sandwich shop, I'm going to try the Reuben, and the Reuben's going to let me know if I ever return. If I go to a Mexican joint, one of the first things I do is try their tamales. And if their tamales are no good, I'm out. Because I can't trust you to do anything else if you can't do this right. You know what I mean? That's my yardstick for measuring whether or not my first time at a Mexican joint. Yeah, best ones are from the back of someone's truck. Or, Johnny, some of the best ones I've had have been sold from a fucking Rubbermaid tub next to the checkout in a bodega. Just dead ass with a handwritten sign and kind of piss poor English that lets you know that tamales are for sale for like $1 out of this tub next to the cash register. Yeah, fucking tamales go hard, man. And yeah, for the love of God, please peel the wrapper off. Do not eat the corn wrapper. Yeah, the wrapper is just meant to hold their form. You take that, you're right. Honestly, Lisa, the number of people I've heard of, and thank God for the Hormel tamales, because I knew not to do this, because that shit would kill me if I did it with the Hormel tamales. Yeah, you peel the corn husk wrapper off. It's just meant to help it hold its form while it cooks. Yeah, I've known a handful of people who have trucked tamales with the entire corn husk on there and then complained about how chewy it was. One of the best tamales I ever had from Mexico was a small street stall, and the masa was actually a bit fluffy. Yeah, Jesus. Y'all make me crave tamales. Anyway. Yeah, homemade tamales from a coworker, you always say yes. You literally always say yes to that. There's no situation where you say no to gratis tamales from a coworker who made them at home. Unless that person has like food poison people on the regular, and even then it's a coin flip. Ramen shop that claims to make their own gyoza. If gyoza is solid, I'm gonna come back to that place. Hell yeah. Homemade takoyaki, homemade gyoza. So I'm gonna put the chapel there and just not go in. Using my Reuben as a metric for a sandwich place is the only way. Yep, that's how I feel about it. The Reuben or the Italian sub. If their Italian sub is not balanced correctly with vinegar and herbs and good bread and good high quality cold cuts, I'm equally out. But that's my place of judgment. That's my place of judgment. Should you not have a Reuben on the menu, I'll default to the Italian. I miss my abuelita. I had one grandmother worth knowing, and she was dead long before I was born, which was a huge bummer. So I envy you for knowing your abuelita. Well, there are no good options here. Yeah, fried chicken and gravy. If I go to a breakfast place or a soul food place or a brunch soul food place or anything like that, and they got chicken fried steak on the menu, your chicken fried steak is gonna be how I figure you out. I guess I'm gonna go morning room, but I'm not thrilled about it. Oh, I love the morning room. What was I even talking about? This place is great. Whoops. One of the things my Hispanic family would do, fuck with the gringo side, is by telling them they needed to eat the wrapper if they wanted to earn Abuelita's respect. That's some cold-hearted shit. That's some cold-hearted shit, man. I'm a gringo who craves the respect and adoration of everybody's grandmother. Darkroom stays there. And we're gonna curve around. Thought that was a key card for a second. Oh, as long as we're here, we get to access one offline terminal. I give restaurants, food places at least 2 tries before I write it off. First time maybe it was a bad day or I chose the wrong thing. Second time is still wrong. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, especially if it's got halfway decent reviews and I'm just like, I must have just picked the wrong thing. I'm gonna make myself an experiment. This is how we're gonna keep our steps on a day where we're gonna be spending a lot of steps. I just have to be careful not to place any more bedrooms. No, I can place one more bedroom before it resets my steps. Not to be crass, chat, but I gotta poop. Early solarium feels wild. Oh, it's a standard room now. That's nuts. Huh. Ramen, Philadelphia roll. See, I don't go for cream cheese in my sushi. Like, if you ordered me a Philly roll, I'd eat it. I'm not, like, averse to cream cheese. I don't hate it. I understand why people like it. There have been times where I find myself eating something that I don't realize has cream cheese in it. I'm like, okay, that's good. Same thing with sour cream on, like, tacos. The supreme version of everything at Taco Bell, where it's like, oh, we put sour cream on it. I'll throw a hissy fit about not wanting sour cream, because the first thing I want to do to offset the sour cream is to put, like, a bunch more hot sauce on it, just so it doesn't taste exclusively like sour cream. And I think what it boils down to is, like, I'm okay with sour cream. I'm not okay with excessive sour cream. Excessive sour cream kind of pisses me off. Excessive sour cream is a nightmare for me. And I'm kind of the same way with cream cheese. A little bit of cream cheese goes a long way. We don't have any other reason to use gems this run. Was the shovel behind me? Did I just miss it? Was it the shovel in the solarium? Oh, it's the pool cleaner thing. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I was like, I think this is it. But I don't want to be a condescending prick. So, okay, it was the pool cleaner. Okay. That's what I'm saying, Bacon Man. I feel like sour cream just kind of muddles all the other flavors and it just dominates the living shit out of every other flavor. We did get this message, which was nice. Oh, I gotta poop. It is hitting me like a brick. I'm probably seen and done all the things there are to see and do here. Oh, if I go back through security, remind me I've got a microchip I'm trying to plug in. Oh, sure, almost all the sour cream that I've tasted tastes like it was made in a factory. I have no idea if this globe does anything, Jade. I do like to spin it, though. Maybe they just let us spin it because it's like petting a dog. They know we'd be pissed off if we couldn't spin a globe. It does show that we're not in any version of Earth that we understand or know. Yo, you can kiss my entire ass. Okay, fine. Mostly because I want to take this key to the 8th level and see what happens. I'm not even looking around. I don't even want to look. Don't even want to look. That's our second bedroom. Now every time we place a bedroom... Oh, no, it's just set that every time we place a bedroom now, it goes to 40. That's fine. What was my second bedroom? There's the bedroom? Maybe it starts at the second bedroom. I wouldn't mind buying items. Fucking shovel would go hard. Fucking shovel! Sorry. I don't know. I'm so crass. I shouldn't be so crass. Should stop swearing so much. It's the sign of an atrophied mind, chat. I had the microchip and I had it in the security room and I didn't do anything with it. Like a fool. That's a lot of items. I'm gonna keep my options open for now. And we have the conference room, so if we spread stuff, that's where it'll show up. That will reset our steps to 40, which is cool. Which is cool. Okay, I was gonna say, which is cool! It was cool. Spoilers. It was. I have never had a chance to go into her ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 gems. We're going in. Godspeed, Spider-Man. Does it ever end? Yeah, right there and right there. Wow, that was the easiest one we've had to solve yet. I've already had the observatory, you dickhead game. Oh my. Well, I guess we may be walking our happy ass back to the security room at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna take it in there. I also have to go to the computer. I wanted to look in there and see like a little family of gnomes. Or Her ladyship's diary is locked. Is it sure locked? Is sure locked in her homes? Well, this place is pretty. I guess I did get the telescope. And an upgrade disc, for that matter. Was that an 8? It is the symbol of... Hold, please. Iraja. The region of Iraja. I was hoping that the key for the diary would be somewhere in here, but I feel like that might be a bit of a stretch. The erogenous zone. That is a long walk back. But it's got to be done. We'll just hope that we draft a bedroom after this pretty quick. Don't look. Don't look. Yeah, I'll get a bedroom. I have to assume. I hope. Let's put it that way. I hope I get a bedroom. That'll replenish our steps back to where we need them to go. Holy shit. Okay. Nice. We got some steps and an extra effect out of it. Is there anywhere to put this microchip? Oh, well, upgrade disc as well. Here we go. I want to upgrade the lavatory. I need that to do something. Guest bedroom. I always thought the guest bedroom was pretty okay. Hidden effect of a random bedroom in your draft pool. If you enter the antechamber today, add 2 to your allowance. The quest bedroom. The Geist bedroom. If you have the tomb on the estate today, gain an additional 4 dice. Jesus, that could add up over time. Do we like the random of it all, chat? Or do we want to try to add allowance over time? I'm a sucker for a random effect. I'm a sucker for a random effect. Put this microchip in the microwave. Why would they have the same prefix in the word if that's not where it went? It doesn't feel like there's anywhere to use the microchip in here. And away. Let's go draft a bedroom. When 3:30 hits, we'll finish our run and I'll poop. Maybe in the lab? Yeah, that would make sense. The microchip in the lab. Yeah, I grabbed the microchip the second time around. It's right there. Oh, workshop. Oh, that didn't take long. It would brick my run to take it, so I can't, though. That's a fucking hammer. Worth a shot. Fucking try again. Is that every time I come in here? Oh my god. Casino games a chance. The Dovecote? Dovecote Day? Whenever you draw while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a devout birdwatcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary had petitioned her uncle for years for this to be built on the estate. The Dovahkiin? When you draw Dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Yo, Edmundo, what's going on, friend? You got gifted a random sub earlier, if I'm not mistaken, because I said Edmundo and it made me happy. It goes against my every instinct not to take casino there. No, fuck you, man. Hold on. Oh. Remember that Nintendo-themed bar called Switch on Broad Street in Richmond? Yeah, I don't get to get out very often, if you can imagine. 1203. But I do remember it. He's the right a bit above it. Rip was a good spot. Yeah, I'm living in old South Side these days, out in Chesterfield. But I used to live on like 24th and Sems. I used to live out by the airport. I used to live up by the Henrico Doctors Hospital. Up off of Tuckahoe. Tuckahoe? Not Tuckahoe. Off of Patterson. Yeah, Patterson and Tuckahoe. That feels right. Been a long time. What's on the calendar? November 7th. Oh shit. 3442? Maybe? Clear. Oh, I liked that. Damn it. 1343? Nope. Wasn't there a date on the table? Yeah, there was December 3rd. But I tried December 3rd and it didn't work. Oh, right. 1107 was her birthday. What about... Nope. What about... Nope. What about... Nope. What about... Nope. Nope. That's the Great Hall. I don't remember what room this is. Is this room? Apples and trees. I tried that one. 3442. How many gates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was missing these. We count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Fuck you, Globe. You mock me. Going back through my notes here. It's a paper safe, just rip it. Jesus Christ. It's 11 for the month that's on the calendar and the number of gates that's in the fucking photo. It's a little tiny letter. Uncle, in a few hours we are departing as planned. We will be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I have felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in this safe house, this unhallowed cavern that we called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these lost days were for. Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. So our mom escaped. And didn't actually disappear. Well, she disappeared, but on purpose. Sorry. I don't know why I'm getting mad at every puzzle now. I'm just getting mad at every puzzle. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Uh-huh. God damn it. No. I don't want to. I don't want to. Here, there's your answer. I have to pee. Alright, well, some of these are wrong. That one's by the tail of the skin. That one's underneath the fin. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be on the bin down at the end. I don't know. You go here for now. Wait, what did you say? The sum of my sin, as it is pinned, is a number within the room we are in. Gluttony is the only one that has 8 letters. Mundanity is 9. Avarice is 7. Maybe the bird goes on lust, which is not far from the fin, which means that the tiger can go on envy. And that means that the bird can go to gluttony. That means that you can go on mundanity. Nice, nailed it. All right, moving on. I share a trend with my neighbor's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. A and A and N and N? It's the only place where I can see duplicate letters next to each other. Can you rotate these items? I don't think I can. I think they're static. To my chagrin, my neighbor's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Gluttony, maybe? Yeah. The fuck was that? Oh. Trophy 8. Solve room 8 on rank 8. And 2 allowances. That was significantly easier than the stupid-ass art gallery. Still fuming. Has another trophy done too, which is wild. I want more. I don't hate that. I need to draft a bedroom fast. This next one needs to be a bedroom. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? The prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, or red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. Wild. You can resolve the room 8 puzzle as many times as you want for extra allowance. Oh, crazy. I just need this to be a bedroom, period, full send. Maid's chamber it is. I don't know how that's gonna work against the rabbit's foot. But we live. I've never been in the trophy room. This is my trophy room. These are the trophies I've gotten. That's a cheetah. Leopard. Cheetah? Leopard? Both of those are very large foxes. Don't even worry about it. Let's go get some dinner. It's a porterhouse steak. No showroom, though. I just need the steps to get to the next place. If we have a bedroom, it won't even matter. Plus, it got salted. Ah, the chiappered. I'm running out of the ability. It's one of the few times I do not have a vault key on me. The Count. March of the Count. All of my core yards are unlocked. There's nowhere to dig in here? Surely ye jest. Unreal. A cloister. There it is. I wonder if you can do this without having researched it first. Okay. Fucking noted, I guess. You can? I just clicked around until it opened. Good. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, let's see if the computer chip goes somewhere in the lab. That would make sense. Those are like water heaters. Sure doesn't seem like it. I've already got my experiment going. In the computer, maybe? I don't think so. We already accessed this terminal from a million miles away. And I feel like if it was supposed to be inserted here, it would have given me the opportunity the way an upgrade disc does, you know? Man, that's real good news, bad news about the locker room here. We'd have to get back to the conference room. Here's hoping. Eight, 7, 6. I don't know how I get back to the conference room from here. That sucks. It's all blocked off. I need to make a bedroom. I need to make a bedroom that... Oh. Well, that's not bad. I don't know that I've been in the servants' quarters before. This is bullshit. There are not 12 major keys. That's all I know is that that's a lie. Hartley, I don't know what it means. I just know it's not true. The dark room told us as much. Hartley, I know we spoke often this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I'd always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social media graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish to stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you are to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I've decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles. And so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put through yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had, for a time, gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, Herbert. Anne would eat his fucking lunch day in and day out. Yeah, the darkroom said green memos in Hartley's room are not true. So I don't know what the 12 major keys are, but that ain't right. That is not true. To the lab! No. This place belongs to me now. I should save a couple. I'll save like 3 keys. Apples are especially delicious today. Alright. I should stop. And go to the conference room where there should be more keys. Worth the look. Mine? 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 Just robbing the local YMCA, don't mind me. Well, I am genuinely disappointed thus far. Yeah, apples are especially good today. A werewolf in London. I've written this down. I can't pretend to know what the hell it means. I'm gonna go open the rest of these rooms. I was draft another bedroom. Eat my whole butt. I need to read what the goddamn... Oh, it's, if you unlock a door with a prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you will draw floor plans of that same color. Well, I don't want to do that. Ooh. Fuck. I want it so bad, but I can't. That'll do, pig. I want the furnace, and I want the freezer. Fuck me, dude. Stop asking me if I want the vault. You know I want the vault. That's a brick. Oh shit, I didn't see that I was out of steps. I was like, chat, we're getting a cutscene. We're not getting a cutscene. I ran out of steps and I wasn't paying attention. Man. Yeah, the veranda took 9 steps. Because I was using steps instead of gems because of the hovel. Oh, Ryan. That's alright. Still a very productive day. There's so much to do still.